Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and or my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you Disney's Tangled. Once upon a time, in a land far away, a single drop of sunlight fell. It grew into a magic golden flower that could heal anyone. In the kingdom, the queen was going to have a baby, but she was sick. The king sent his man to search for the magic flower to heal her. The king's man found it, and the queen was healed. The golden-haired baby princess Rapunzel inherited the power of the flower. The king launched lanterns into the sky to celebrate. One night, Mother Gothel, a woman who wanted to stay young forever, kidnapped Rapunzel to possess her magic. The king and queen searched and searched, but they couldn't find the princess. Mother Gothel had hidden her in a tower where she could keep her forever and use her magical hair to stay young. As Rapunzel grew, her hair got longer, and Mother Gothel used it to climb up and down the tower. Rapunzel was not allowed to leave the tower. Mother Gothel told her the world was full of wicked people. So Rapunzel spent her days with her chameleon Pascal, waiting for the day she could go outside. She dreamed of seeing up close the lanterns that passed through the sky on her birthday every year. When it was almost Rapunzel's 18th birthday, she blurted out to Mother Gothel, "I want to see the floating lights. I have to know what they are." But Mother Gothel teased her and coldly told her that she could never leave the tower. Meanwhile, in the kingdom's castle, Flynn Rider, a great thief, stole the king's crown. He ran away from the guards into the forest and left his partners in crime, the Stabbington brothers, with nothing. After facing many dangers, he stumbled upon Rapunzel's tower. Curious, Flynn climbed higher and higher. But when he entered the tower, Rapunzel knocked him out with a frying pan twice. Rapunzel found the crown Flynn had stolen and hid it away in her tower. Just then, Mother Gothel returned and called, "Rapunzel, let down your hair." Rapunzel was in trouble. Luckily, she hid Flynn and tricked Mother Gothel into leaving for 3 days. Then it was time to face Flynn. Rapunzel and Flynn made a deal. She'd give him the crown in exchange for a trip to see the lanterns. Rapunzel took her first step outside to fulfill her dream of seeing the lanterns up close. She cried out excitedly, "I can't believe I did this!" Unfortunately, Mother Gothel soon found out about Rapunzel's escape and plotted to bring her back to the tower. Meanwhile, Rapunzel and Flynn came upon a place called the Snuggly Duckling and met a band of ruffians. The ruffians recognized Flynn from a poster and wanted to turn him in, but she pleaded for them to return Flynn. "Haven't you ever had a dream?" Rapunzel won over the ruffians. They sang together and shared their dreams. Suddenly, the king's guards, led by Maximus, the captain's horse, burst in, looking for Flynn. The ruffians helped Rapunzel and Flynn escape through a trapdoor into a tunnel. They told Rapunzel to live her dream. Maximus led the guards to Flynn. Rapunzel and Flynn ran through the tunnel, followed by the guards and Maximus. The tunnel emptied into a damp canyon. They seemed to be trapped, but Rapunzel used her hair to catapult them to safety. Soon, Maximus broke the dam. Rapunzel and Flynn took shelter in a cave to escape the flood of water. But boulders covered the entrance, and water quickly filled the cave. Everything seemed lost. As the water rose, Flynn told Rapunzel he was an orphan named Eugene Fitzherbert, and Rapunzel told Flynn she had a magical hair that glowed when she sang. Guided by her bright hair, Flynn moved the boulders, and they found a way out. That night, Flynn and Rapunzel made camp and sat by a fire. But Flynn had hurt his hand during their escape. Rapunzel used her magic hair powers to heal the cut. When Flynn went to gather wood, Mother Gothel appeared before Rapunzel and tried to convince her to go back to the tower. Rapunzel told Mother Gothel she had found someone and wanted to continue on her journey. But Mother Gothel laughed and told her to test Flynn's loyalty by giving him the crown. She reminded Rapunzel that the world was full of wicked people. With that, Mother Gothel disappeared into the woods. She met up with the Stabbington brothers, who were helping her get Rapunzel back. The next morning, Maximus charged into the camp after Flynn, but Rapunzel asked him to let Flynn remain free until her birthday was over. Rapunzel and Flynn finally made it to the kingdom. Rapunzel heard the ringing of bells and saw the kingdom bustling with life. She loved every minute of it and even got her hair decorated with flowers. She danced and celebrated alongside Flynn. At last, Flynn and Rapunzel took a boat on the lake and saw the floating lights. Rapunzel gave Flynn the crown as a gift because she believed in him. But he no longer wanted it. Flynn knew he had found his dream and he was meant to be with Rapunzel. Just as they were about to kiss, Flynn saw the Stabbingtons and went to give them the crown to be free of his life of crime. But the brothers caught him and tied him up. Then they moved to take Rapunzel away. As Rapunzel ran, she tripped and fell. Then she heard a thump. Mother Gothel had knocked out the bandit brothers. She convinced Rapunzel that Flynn had betrayed her. Heartbroken, Rapunzel agreed to return with Mother Gothel to the tower. Both Rapunzel and Flynn had been tricked. Flynn awoke on a ship heading toward the king's guards, who arrested him on the spot. Meanwhile, Rapunzel lay in bed, gazing at the small kingdom flag in her hand and then at her paintings. Suddenly, she realized the shocking truth. Rapunzel confronted Mother Gothel. "I am the lost princess," she declared. She knew Mother Gothel was wrong about the world and about Flynn. As Flynn struggled against the guards, the Stabbington brothers confessed that Mother Gothel had tricked them into helping her. Flynn realized he had to save Rapunzel and himself. Luckily, Maximus and the ruffians from earlier guided Flynn out of the castle. Flynn rushed to Rapunzel's tower. Flynn pleaded, "Rapunzel, let down your hair." But Mother Gothel had tied up Rapunzel and she struck Flynn when he climbed into the tower. Rapunzel promised Mother Gothel that she would stay with her if she could heal Flynn. She would sacrifice her freedom for true love. Rapunzel and Flynn were together for one last time. As she moved to heal him, Flynn cut Rapunzel's hair, which caused the magic in her hair to disappear. At the loss of Rapunzel's magic, Mother Gothel turned into an old woman and tumbled over the edge of the tower. With his last breath, Flynn told Rapunzel, "You are my new dream." And she told him, "You are mine." As Flynn fell quiet, Rapunzel cried over him. When a teardrop fell onto Flynn's cheek, the magic of her teardrop healed him. Rapunzel returned home to her true family and was able to be held by her mother and father. The queen pulled Flynn into the family hug, and Flynn felt for the first time that he had a home as well. With the lost princess returned, it was proved that dreams really do come true, no matter how big or small. Rapunzel finally saw the floating lights. Flynn found a true home, and the royal family was finally together again. Rapunzel led her kingdom gracefully, and she and Flynn lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoy listening to the story, Disney's Tangled. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!